So we're getting to the left of the 8 o'clock hour. We'll be coming back to wrap it up in a little while. Until then, though, stay tuned. You're on the AM Anarchy 91.7 KEOL LeGrand.
Good morning, LeGrand. Welcome to the Morning Drip. This morning we are at KEOL on the EOU campus. We are going to do some little cross interviewing with, we've got Brian G and the Terror Muppet in here doing their AM Anarchy show. And our hometown soldier girl has just returned home, Lindsay Freeland, who's been blogging on the site. She's going to pop in a little bit later and we're going to do an interview with her too.
Got the video. We use microphones around here though. Right.
Are we on the air? Blending with your show a little bit, we're shooting the Morning Drip while you're recording the AM Anarchy, so we're going to have this little cross show thing going on.
It is, and I like it. We've been kind of meaning to do this for a while.
Yeah.
This is working out awesome though. So with it though, you're going to bring in Lindsay later.
Yep. Yeah. Cross-pollinating all over the place.
That's gross. It's going to be great. Yeah, I'm excited.
Sorry, I just...
Once you lose him, he's gone. Let's talk about LeGrand Life.
Sure.
You guys have been online for, I'm going to say, 9 months now.
End of June, I think, will be kind of our official 1 year. So
coming up quick.
Where do you guys run the Grand Life out of?
Our offices are now at the big White House on 4th Street.
Used to be
ERA Driggers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we've got our offices upstairs there. There's a new coffee shop opening up there in maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks. So we do, websites and things like that, but that's LeGrand Life headquarters as well. Yeah, no, we're always just working to kind of keep up on what's going on in LeGrand and funnel it all into that place so you guys can all just go there and find out what's happening tonight, what's happening this week, what's happening the rest of the month, what people are talking about. And what we're really after is, like we do this Morning Drip show, we're doing the D-Sandwich interview, all these little web shows that we're doing, all the blog entries and posts, what we really want to do is get people to jump in and try something like that. If you've got an idea for a web show, if you want to do something like the Morning Drip, if you've got an idea for a skit, if you want to do something that's just entertaining.
Cooking shows.
Trespassing, jumping fences. I have a lot of fence stories. I don't know, me and fences just don't get along. We get in fights and usually the fence wins.
You have some issues with horses as well, right?
Yes, horses are very evil. They act very friendly, but I tell you what, the moment you get them out, like in a desert by yourself, they turn their back on you, man. They're not good creatures.
See, that's these are the real feelings that are what make up people. Like, this strong community is based on fear.
Yeah, for sure.
Fear of horses and fences. Yeah. So, how long have you guys been doing AM Anarchy? You're on a year, right?
We just had our anniversary a little while ago.
Yeah.
So we're doing it for a year now.
So what would you say is the mission or the flavor of AM Anarchy? What's your
To keep. We have similar goals. Now we're trying to keep everyone updated on what's going on around town. We both have different shows in different genres. Terror the blues man.
Yep.
And he does a blues show 6 to 9 on Monday mornings. And I'm a classic rock guy and do an all vinyl classic rock show Wednesday evenings from 6 to 9.
So a second show came up with that idea that we could branch out of what we normally do, actually hit some CDs and change up some genres, but then at the same time have interviewees and figure out what's going on in the community and try to, at least in some way, shape, or form, pull some people together. There's a ton of talent here, and a ton of things going on every week. In fact, so much that you can't catch it, everything. And it'd just be nice to know about it. And, well, that's what we all try to do.
I'd like to do a little illustration here. On the morning drip, we always talk about what's going on this week in LeGrand.
Okay.
And I was lazy this morning. I didn't even look. So why don't you tell me what's going on this week?
We got it right here on the big screen.
Oh, okay. You're all see. Anyway, hey, big one. Monday evening, 5:30. Matt Baxter is putting on the 3rd Alley Cat race for LeGrand. It's a free-form bike race. It'll be a scavenger hunt. So you'll get a list of things you need to go find. You can go find them wherever.
So it's a fun thing. You don't have to be an everyday biker. You
Right.
don't have to be anything special.
If you're a little more conniving and get to that whatever that scavenger item is first,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can pull it out. You know, you can save some
Sort.
time on the road. Exactly.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
So.
But then also is the city council work session is Monday, May 3rd as well.
Oh yeah.
Equally exciting.
Equally exciting.
Yeah.
Union County Museum's opening up this weekend. Mother's Day weekend's coming up.
Ooh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
Note to self.
for sure.
Call your mother. We're gonna get some music going. Stay tuned. Lindsay Freeland coming up. Recently arrived back from Iraq. Coming up next, you're on the AM Act. You're right here, 91.7 KEOL LeGrand. Your Eastern Oregon Live Wire. Here's a little Bachman Turner Overdrive. Lindsay, welcome.
Thank you.
You just got back from Iraq,
Yes,
and you came to Eastern in 2004.
right. I played soccer with EOU.
Mhm.
I played collegiate soccer, and then started my major in biochemistry, and decided that was too much for me because I like to be involved in everything. So I changed my major to media arts. I went to basic my sophomore or junior year about that time, and then I came back and finished school, and then I decided I was ready for deployment, so I transferred to another unit and I deployed with the 41st Brigade. So it was 10 months in Iraq, 2 months in Georgia, train up
Sure.
beforehand, and then about a month in California and Portland. So
Excellent. And you were part of the Convoy Securities Company
right.
down there. Oh, I did my research.
Good job, I'm proud
I
of you.
know, right? And so your mission would be to, in other words, protect supply convoys
Right.
to supply our forces down there.
Yes. Yeah, that's the biggest. Injury or the biggest.
The active threat. wherever
right,
it is,
right.
Sure.
Granted, it's both from enemy and our own rollovers and things like that happen with these big MRAPs that we have, which are mine-resistant projectile vehicles. They protect us, and they're pretty thick with armor, and they weigh a ton.
So you were blogging from Iraq on LeGrand Life, which was awesome. Thanks
Right.
for doing that, by the way. Welcome home.
Thanks.
Yeah. I was curious because a lot of times in some of your blog posts you were talking about like your next mission or something like that.
Right.
How much censoring do they do? I mean, were you allowed to just write whatever you wanted to, or do they check that before it goes out, or are they just monitoring everything? Or?
When I did a part of a blip for National Public Radio.
Uh-huh.
I did an interview with Nancy Updike, and I had to go through my public affairs officer for that. And we had to do a secret phone call kind of thing, and it was kind of interesting. And she could only ask me certain questions, and I could only answer certain parts. You know, we're not allowed to talk about like when convoys and things like that, or missions roll out, or when we leave, or the exact day of when we're going to even leave the country. We can't even tell family about that. Which makes sense, but it's very interesting.
So you can't get on Twitter and be like, we're going to assassinate a leader tonight.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, because some of those guys have Twitter accounts.
Yeah, they do.
What are you going to do now that you're home? What are your plans?
A lot of vacation.
Yeah.
I'm planning a lot of, getting away and seeing people. I want to go to Montana where I used to live and, go back to maybe the South with my family reunion. That's always fun.
Are you from the South?
Yeah, originally that's where I was born. So, and then, in fall, hopefully start back up school. So.
Is this a good experience? Are you glad you joined the military?
I'm very glad I joined the military, and I love the military, and I'm glad I had that experience over there. And, I got to see the culture. I got to even go to Italy for 15 days. I mean, who could say they do that for a free plane ticket, So.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, welcome home. Glad to have you back.
Yeah.
And it's fun because we wrote and corresponded over email and stuff, and then I just got to meet you the other day at your homecoming party. So that was good.
It worked out.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to go out and check out the blog post that Lindsay wrote while she was in Iraq, go to LeGrand Life. That whole series is called A Soldier's Life.
And I'm hoping to do one more about demobilization process.
Perfect. So, and stay tuned for an update. That's like.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, welcome back. Enjoy LeGrand. We're glad to see you back safely.
Good to be back.
Welcome to LeGrand Life.
Welcome to the Grand Life.